Hey developers, so in this video I'm going to talk about how you can add custom classes or custom CSS in Tailwind CSS. So let's open our text editor. So here I have created a simple React application using Vite. I have a heading element, I have a paragraph element, and I also have added a button element. So let's go back to the browser and see our output in the browser. So this is our current output in the browser. So let's go back to the code. Here we have index.css. So in this file there is nothing special. I have imported Tailwind CSS, and now I'm going to add custom styles. So let's say I want to add a button. So let's say dot custom underscore button. So here you can either use @apply or you can use custom styles. So let's go with custom styles. So let's go with background color green. Let's add color white. Let's add some padding. Let's add some border radius. And let's also change the cursor to pointer. By the way, you can also use @apply. If you have not watched that video, just go to my channel and watch that video. So let's save this file and let's go back to app.tsx. And here I can use the class custom underscore button. So now if I save this file and if I go back to the browser, as you can see, our class is being applied. Now custom styles using this way will work fine, but there are two problems with this approach. So let me show you the first problem. So let's say I want to use the hover modifier here. So let's say hover, and on hover I want to change the background. So let's say BG red, and let's go with 500. So if I save this file and if I open the browser, so as you can see, I am hovering over this button element and the color is not being changed. So let's go back to the code and let's try to fix this. So for that you have to go back to the index.css. So because we have created a custom button, so this button is actually a component. So let's try to use this class inside the components layer. So I'm going to use @layer components, and if I add this class here and if I save this file, let's go back to the browser once again. So if I hover over the button element, the color is being changed. So that's the first problem with using the custom styles outside the components or outside the other layers. So the second problem is, so let's say if I don't use this components layer and if I add style like this, and if I want to use a utility class, let's say I want to add a dot flex center, and here I can use @apply, justify center, and items center. So I can use this class inside my HTML, but the problem is that these two classes has different meanings, different purposes, but they are in the same CSS file and we don't have any layer for that. So this class should be inside @layer and it should be inside utilities. So in this way, this class is separate from the components because this is a utility class. So if you keep these things organized, that is going to be beneficial when your project scales. So this is how you can add custom CSS or custom styles inside Tailwind CSS, and you can also use @apply to apply the existing Tailwind CSS classes. I'll see you in the next video.